Okay, so in this video we're going to be working through a rates of change A-level maths question. It says a vase with a circular cross-section is shown in figure 2. Water is flowing into the vase. When the depth of the water is h centimetres, here, the volume of water, v centimetres cubed, is given by v equals 4 pi h times h plus 4, where 0 is less than or equal to h, which is less than or equal to 25. Then we're told water flows into the vase at a constant rate of 80 pi centimetres cubed per second. And we're asked to find the rate of change of the depth of water in centimetres per second when h equals 6. So the first thing I'm going to do is have a look at the units of what I've been told. So it says water flows in the vase at a constant rate of 80 pi centimetres cubed per second. So if we were to have a look at 80 pi centimetres cubed per second, we can look at the units and we can say that centimetres cubed is a volume, and that is in seconds, that's time. So we can set up the equation here that dv on dt must be equal to 80 pi, okay? We've got a constant for dv on dt is 80 pi. Now we need to have a look at what we're being asked. We want the rate of change of the depth of water in centimetres per second. So if we have a look at centimetres per second, we've got a length here. So we'll call that, if we have a look, h is in centimetres, so that's dh. And again, we've got seconds, so that's going to be time. So we're wanting to find dh on dt when h equals 6. That's what our aim is, okay? So somehow we need to get dh on dt. Now we've got dv on dt, and also if we have a look at the equation here, we can differentiate this equation to give us dv on dh. So expanding first, we're going to get 4 pi h squared plus 16 pi h. And now differentiating that equation is going to give us dv on dh. And that will be 8 pi h plus 16 pi. Now we can use the chain rule in order to get an expression for dh on dt. So we know that dh on dt will equal dh on d something times d something on dt. And the somethings that are going to go here is the only other variable that we've got, which is dv. So we can put dv in there. And now we've set up our equation, dh on dv. Well, we don't know that, but we do know dv on dh. So if we do the reciprocal of that, that's going to give us dh on dv. So it's going to be 1 over 8 pi h plus 16 pi. And then dv on dt, we know is here, dv on dt, 80 pi. And we're told that in the question. So we can multiply by 80 pi. Now if we simplify that up, dh on dt is equal to 80 pi divided by 8 pi h plus 16 pi. And now we can just say when h equals 6, dh on dt will equal 80 pi divided by 8 pi times 6 plus 16 pi. And when you put that in your calculator, dh on dt is equal to 1.25, and that's centimetres per second. And that's your final answer.